Hey guys, it's Exercise Flexibility, and today we will be working our press handstand. So our first step to getting your press handstand is to actually master a 10-second handstand hold first. And luckily for you guys, we actually have a video specifically for strengthening your shoulders for your handstand, so be sure to check it out. Now that you have mastered a 10-second handstand hold, we can move on to our hip flexibility. Now, the more flexible you are, the easier it is to do your press handstand. First thing we're going to do is a standing straddle, and we're going to let our body droop down and just let gravity take it. You're going to hold a good position, and then you'll lower down to a better position and go down to your best position, holding for 30 seconds each position, okay? Now we're gonna move on to pancake, where you're pretty much in the same position, but now your bum's on the ground. You're gonna go to your good position, holding for 30 seconds, better position, and then your best position, holding in pancake for 30 seconds each. The next thing we're going to work is our hip strength. So set your hands by your knees or further to challenge yourself with flat hands or fingertips, and lift your legs 10 times together and 10 times separate each leg. Then we'll move on to straddle leg lifts with 10 legs together at the same time and 10 legs separate. In order to challenge yourself, make sure you are leaning forward, and if you want to take it an extra step, then set your hands flat on the ground. Now we are going to work on the handstand portion of it. So you're going to kick up to the wall, making sure you are not arching. In order to prevent an arch, then just squeeze your abs and squeeze your bum. Then you are going to try and lift your feet off the wall and balance for as long as you can. The goal here is the 10-second hold without the wall. Then also make sure you're practicing facing the wall, where you crawl up the wall, no arching, and you are growing in your shoulders rather than sinking, and trying to again balance off of the wall for as long as you can. Now we're going to practice something called Handstand Negative. So rather than going up, we're going to practice going down. So you will crawl up to a wall facing the wall, and make sure you're not too close to the wall because you want some room for your legs depending on your flexibility or on your wall space. So once you're in your handstand, you're going to slowly start moving your feet in a straddle down the wall. Make sure you're practicing leaning your shoulders as far forward as you can and slowly lowering those legs. The slower you go, the more muscle you will gain. Then try to really push at the bottom of this, because that is the hardest part. Try to keep those legs on the wall as long as you can at that very end. Your goal here is to start off with getting at least 2 of these looking good in a row, and then move on to getting 3 in a row, and your end goal is getting 5 in a row non-stop. Next up is straddle toe raises. Now this will help strengthen your shoulders, the lift in your hips, all of these different things. I know it's so simple, but it's so crucial to helping the beginning of that straddle press. All you need to do is set your hands down on the ground as close as you can to your feet, with having your feet a little further than shoulder width apart. And then all you're going to do is lift your heels off the ground. That way all of your weight goes into your hands and shoulders. You will do 30 of these in a row. This last step is to help train you to get your feet off the ground. So what you'll need to grab is either a gymnastics mat, a couch cushion, some stools, 2 chairs, or even a couch works. The higher the object, the harder it will be. So I suggest you starting low and then working your way up. So as you're doing these, you'll lean into your shoulders, go onto your tippy toes, and then lift up to that object. Then when you're coming back down, it's just like those wall negatives, where you want to really focus on slowing it down as you come back. try to do at least 3 of these in a row starting off, then work your way to 5, then 7, then 10, and so on and so forth. These will really help with that beginning lift of the straddle press. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe.